Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Dare to Be Artsy studio. I'm Cindy, and I'm excited to show you guys our newest collection, the Countryside Floral collection. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and just start in with our first, one of our first stamp sets. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around. Okay. All right. So I've kind of pulled the different things in your collection. You guys have your order form and stuff. So this is our Beauty of Nature. And I know most of you already know that our dies that match our stamps are also going to cut the images right out of the paper. So this one coordinates with Secret Garden. And the B side of Secret Garden is this nice little light blue gingham, which I think is really fun and cute. So here's one of the things I did with this paper line, I thought I'd show you, is when I designed it, I wanted to make this give you the most bang for your buck when you're doing a class or something. This is 12 by 12, so when you cut this into 4-inch squares, every square is going to have a unique little, let me move that out of the way so you can actually see. It gives you kind of a unique little image all by itself. And they're not, each one, you see how each one still has a really nice image in it? Because there is a really cute way to do a card. This is one of those Matchbox cards. So when you open it, see how it's, you glue the top piece, and then this is a square. So it's kind of a neat way to do a whole class. You could do a whole like note class or something where you could have all of these, create this whole little class based on this one piece of paper. So kind of a fun idea. And then I did just pop up a little butterfly on there. So I thought that was kind of fun, a way to do that. And then here's a couple more samples with this collection. And this little piece here is called a cluster. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on, how you can build these clusters to do cards and scrapbook pages. And then here, I think this is kind of a fun way to show the same stamp. This is stamped and colored in, and this is using the images right out of the paper. Also, this is our center step die, which is very popular. And it has kind of this open feel to it, but this is also a nice way to show your customers what they can do to it. I've taken a piece and slid it back through, and that creates a whole different look. And if you're going to do a class, this is a great way to do a class because you're not having to pre-cut as much if you're going to do a class like that. So that's kind of fun. All right, let's go on to another one. All right, so for this one, we have, this is Bouquet of Happiness. It's got lots of, even the dies for the little words and stuff. And the Bouquet of Happiness paper is here. So this one cuts lots of the images, and it's got the nice pink gingham on the back. So you can get quite a few things out of this paper. And here's just another page layout that I did. We're a little tight. Let's go. There we go. Here's another one of those cluster ideas. I like to tell, some scrapbookers are afraid are a little reluctant to stamp. So I never talk to them about stamping. I talk to them about building embellishments. So by building clusters, you could add these clusters to cards or to the page layouts. It's just kind of a neat way to bring both of your customers into the world of stamping. So there's that. And another fun little card. All right, one more, and then we'll go ahead and start doing one of our cards, or make some of our samples. This one is the Wine Picnic set. And this one also matches the bicycle. I have this out too. Okay, here's our bicycle. And I like the die. I actually cut right out of the paper, and you can see the nice little detail on the die to cut this piece. So there's that. And I think this is one of my favorite parts of this whole collection is this really nice purple because it goes with everything. I think it's just really pretty. So that's the B side of that one. Here's just another example of the bike. And we're going to be doing a sample for the wine. And this one is also on the bike. So it's nice to show a totally different look with just the floral on here. And then that little floral looks really cute on the back of the bike too. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with a couple of our cards and make some cards, and then we'll get back to showing you some more things. So you guys have 3 kits. And one thing that was nice about creating this kit, and if you're going to do it as a class, is the center of this purple piece we're using on the second card. So it was kind of nice. You cut this and then you can use it over here on this other card. You guys also, you also got this little piece. Most of them are probably tucked in the back of one of your cards. We're going to go ahead and cut these up first. Okay, so again, I am just going to, you could use an X-Acto, but I also made it this way. If you guys want to just make copies of this, if you're going to teach a class, or I can, if you want to place an order, and then I can definitely send the PDF of this. It's just an easy way to prep for a class. So I'm just going in and not cutting all the way through. And if you're going to do a class, you might just have the blank pieces of paper and Misty's set up so they can stamp their own sentiments. But I wanted to make it fairly easy for you guys to have your cards already done. So I'm just going in, and then this will have all of our pieces ready. So we've got this one and this one. One more cut. All right, get rid of all our trash. We are good to go. All right. So there are all of our sentiments. So let's go ahead and do this card first. On this one, I'm also using our oval framelits. They're on your order form. It's got the nice inside-outside dot to it, which is really nice. And this is just a basil light blue. You could probably find that, what number that is. Do we have 2 sheets? Oh, we got 2 pieces in there. Little bonus. Okay. I'm gonna, let's see. My card's just a little bit crooked. I'm just gonna adjust that a little bit. There we go. All right, so you could do this totally flat on here, but I like this popped up. So I'm gonna pop this piece. And we'll be, I'll continue to share a few more samples on this Facebook page, so you can continue to get some ideas. Okay, make sure I don't put this upside down. There you go. I like having a little of the blue on the outside too. And then we've got these pieces. Again, if you're going to teach a class, and place an order and you want these colored images, I can definitely provide those for, you know, again, a class in your store. Not, you know, not necessarily a kit, but let's get a little bit more of this.
Jody asked if you'd ever consider doing a gingham plaid pattern similar to your Artzy doodle line that matched our inks.
Oh, that's a great idea to do just a, you know, a very basic set of papers. Yeah. Definitely have to pop the bird too. Let's see. I tend to pop a lot of stuff. Okay. And let's pop this. I know I kind of go overboard on the popping, but just gotta make sure I have my I invest in this foam tape. And then I thought these are just kind of fun to have not, you know, I like things not perfectly straight. So I think having these just kind of randomly placed, it's kind of a fun way to do it. So I'm just snipping those down a little bit more. Thinking of you on your special day. And more score tape. Of course, this can be all done flat as well, but for a class, whatever you guys like. There we go. Very fun. I love the way that blue works with that purple. All right, let's move on to another one. Okay, let's do this one. Again, the fact that we were able to use the same die and cut the same little oval out, I thought was really nice. Now, we already pre-scored this, but just use your own folder if it's off, you know, if it's slightly off or something, you can fix that easily. Then there's another score line here. If it's not scored, it's just half of the front. So you don't even need a scoreboard for this style of card. So it's just gonna fold like this. And then we have the gingham here. So I hope everybody didn't get messed up with the time change. I guess everybody's phones now do it automatically, so that makes it a little easier. Got that. Then you have two pieces in here. One's a little shorter than the other. Some are a lot shorter, just it was kind of an extra piece. So it's going to go on the inside. So the wider one is going to go here. The extra one will go again on the inside. Oh, you could. That's kind of, you know, you could do that too.
Not everybody will have that part of that.
Yeah, that's
piece
true.
of paper, but
yeah, that's I got lucky.
You got a lucky one.
That is part of our pull apart, our cut apart piece of paper. Yeah, so it's got a random stuff on the back.
Cute though.
I won't do that since not everybody has that piece. We'll just do the green. There we go. Okay. And then you've got this. So we've got just got this nice little pink here. And you could pop this up if you wanted to. I'm going to just do this one flat. All right. The key to this kind of card is that the oval is just going to sit on the bottom. We're just going to glue it to the bottom half. So you can draw a line there if you want. Just make sure you're only putting, I'm just going to get my glue out. You're only putting glue on the bottom. Can't really see the, you know. Okay. And it's kind of just centered in there. I never measure, I just eyeball it. Just when you're teaching that class, just make sure you remind them not to put glue on the whole thing. That would be a mess. Okay, on the inside of this, you could trim this if you want a narrower little piece at the bottom. That's fine. You could narrow, you know, cut that down so you have more writing space. I'm just going to use this whole piece. Some of yours in your kits might be already a little bit narrower than this one.
I know you discussed putting together a list of some of the solid papers that match this line really well so that they can...
Yes. Yes, we did just get, you know, it's so hard to tell when you're ordering papers. You guys know the little image in, you know, Notions or wherever you're ordering your paper from, it never looks the same. So I did just get some papers in. I'm going to put a list together of what I think works well with this line, and I'll put it in our Facebook group. Because sometimes it's kind of nice to show customers or even put them with the papers. Our papers you get in packs of 15. So
pack option too.
Yeah, there is. You can do the variety pack option where we pack it that way, and there'll be a little label in it. It's a little bit. It costs a little bit extra just because of the labor to get those put together. But you guys can do that. But you need to order a minimum of 10. So it is on our price sheet. I believe it's on the price sheet.
Yeah.
So you just have to order 10 of it. If you're going to do the variety pack, you have to order 10 variety packs. But it does make it kind of easy if that's the way you guys like to sell your papers. Instead of taking up the space for a single sheets. Okay, so this piece you definitely have to pop up because that's kind of what helps keep that piece standing. So I just layered that, pop this up, and then just position this wherever you want. I'm gonna put it kind of right in the middle. And then again, that's gonna then hold that piece up. Then I did drop in an extra little flower, so you can color that if you'd like to. And then I put both of these in here because I just thought you might want to pick. I couldn't choose for you. So you guys can choose which one here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that up as well. And you could put the other one on the inside, or if you guys want, you know, just with your scraps, you know, we gave you guys some extra little pieces of paper in your kit, some samples of the 12 by 12. So you guys could use the other one for another card. So I'm gonna put that to the side. I'm gonna use this one. So if you want to make another sample or something, you can use the other piece. Okay. Enough. Again, so much foam tape. Then these little pieces are all over my...
It's because you're throwing
I
them
throw
all
them.
over.
I didn't want them in here, so I have to get them out of the way.
You guys have a little trash can next to you.
I do. I do somewhere. Okay. Anyway, so there is that. And I think that makes up for a really cute card. Again, you could easily add your other piece to the inside if you want to. So next card. Okay. And this is the wine card. So when we initially were doing the pieces for this, so because we do so many for a kit, we color and then we scan, we cut them. I print them and then cut them for you. So for many of you, this little piece here is slightly bigger than the actual stamp set, just FYI. You also have a really big piece of paper. It's not actually, most of yours are not actually tucked into this little kit. It's just sitting by itself. So the score, when you score this, it scores at 2 inches and then 7.25 or 7.5 inches. So that's on your instruction sheet. We noticed afterwards that a few of you might actually have our score line slightly off. So this is you may have to kind of rescore and follow your instruction sheet. So follow the instruction sheet here, just make that adjustment because it's supposed to match right up in the middle, right up here. So I apologize. There might be a few of you guys that got the ones that are off by a little tick mark. Okay. So you guys have a big green and a little green. So
some of the greens are a little different too.
Yeah. Your greens, yeah.
Might be light or dark.
Yeah, might not match what I have here, but they should match each other, so. And then you've got your bigger piece for the other side. Let me know if you guys have any questions about your, your kits and stuff.
I believe this group got the Beauty of Nature stamp or the bouquet.
Yeah, you guys, yes. Well, I don't know which, there was 2 different stamp sets that we put in these kits. So I'm not sure which one you guys got. But, and then here's the little floral. I like this. It's nice little yellow too. But I'm going to do this floral. This piece is the Wild Flower Garden piece. So I've just got that centered. And then our sentiment for this one, we actually are using both of these. One will be on the inside of the card. May your days be as abundant and flavorful as the wine nestled in this basket. And then savor the simple joys of life, one picnic at a time. So we're going to put that on the outside. In a class, you could definitely just let them stamp a sentiment on the inside, or, So that's, and then I'm going to have this kind of popping out to the side. So our picnic basket will be on here. Again, some of your picnic baskets might be on the larger side. So I'm going to kind of move this around. We could even attach it to this side and then, no, let's do it this way. I'm going to just have it here. So it's just going to attach to the very end.
Oh, do you want to tell them how you did the checkered on the picnic blanket?
Oh, yeah. So this is colored in. So if you guys notice, I just kind of started at one side and just started coloring squares in. You could even take a really light pencil and draw little squiggle lines and then start coloring in your squares and then go back after it, then go back and erase those lines. But that kind of creates that kind of fun pattern. This easily could just be a solid color too. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to mimic that little gingham pattern on that.
And what's nice is that paper ones already have that little pattern.
Yes.
On the picnic blankets.
Yes. Okay, so then this, let's go ahead. I'm going to just do this solid or just do this flat as well. Just don't overlap. Just figure out, you can almost even draw a line where you're not going to put your glue. There we go. So it opens up and there's your card. And then on the inside, you could mat this too. Again, if you're doing a class, they could just literally stamp right on here. And I'm just going to center that. And then I've given you little grapes and the wine glass that could be added to that. You could do it on the outside too. I think I like them on the inside. I think this collection will give you lots of different fun class options. So there's your other card. So we just zipped through 3 cards. If you're going to be teaching a class, you could take more time. They could do the die cutting, they could do the coloring. And then let's go ahead and share a few more ideas with you guys. All right, back to, well, let me show you this first. This paper is the floral elements. And what I like about this, I know those of you that, this works kind of for card makers and scrapbookers, because look at this little block here. You can make that the front of your card and then stamp a sentiment on here, which I think would be just a beautiful card, or use that as a journaling block. And then again, these can easily be parts of cards or scrapbooking as well. The other thing that I did was see that little shape, our little wavy squares here and here. We have our dies, our wavy square nestables that coordinate with this, that'll cut these images out. We also have our rectangle framelits that are this shape. And I forgot to put those on our price sheet. Mm. So
everything is on the website too. So if there's something that you see, or I mean, you can shoot you an email, or you can look at the website. There's some other, so many other
these are rectangle framelits. So all of these images can be cut with that die that we have, or the wavy square nestables is what those are. And then here's the B side of that. So that's why, that's the one we just used. Now this little border, again, here is a scrapbook layout. And I've done the clusters again, like I was talking about earlier. Now these little images can easily be added to a card. So again, you could have a clusters class and you just take your scraps, again, talk to them about how, in the collections, all the scraps are going to coordinate with each other, which is great. They're all going to mix and match. But you can have this fun cluster class and build these clusters, and then your card maker is going to attach them to cards, or your scrapbooker is going to attach them to the scrapbook page. And then I love this border here, and look at this border on a slimline card. This is one of our next stamps I'm going to show you too. This is our cloud and ground, grass cloud, land and cloud die for the grass. Katie will go grab it. But again, I just thought this little border on that paper is going to be a great bottom of a card as well, and it works perfect on a slimline. So there is that. Now, since we're talking about these little chicks, these are a couple of the other sets that coordinate with this line, but don't actually, there aren't the chicks are not in the paper. So, here, thanks, Katie. This is the land and cloud borders. You got your clouds, your grass, and a couple of raindrops. Again, this time of year, this piece is awesome. The other kind of cool part about this is if you place this in the middle, I don't think I have my little sample here. If you place it right in the middle of the paper, the way it's designed, the zigzag, both sides of the green are going to look like the grass. So it's not just one piece and then the other piece is trash. You're actually getting double when you put this in the center of your green piece.
Same with the clouds, right?
Well, the clouds don't work quite the same because it's bubbled. Yeah, this bumble. Bumble. This bump. No, it doesn't. That answer is no to that. Okay, here's another example of that die. So here's your clouds, and here's your grass, and it's actually the outside is using our slim rectangle ones too, so it all kind of cuts together really nice. Anyway, okay, word. All right. Okay, back to a few of these sets. So we're just zipping quite along quickly and get you guys back to work. All right, this is our spring chicken set. I love this because I've added feeling all cooped up, hope you feel better soon, you're still a spring chicken, just chicken in, you're like the coolest chick ever, happy Mother's Day from your little chick. And then you also have happy Easter. So glad, and so glad you're one of my peeps. Have an excellent day and happy Easter. Yeah, so think beyond this. This is not just an Easter set. You know, it really can give you, and they're, you know, giving you some ideas on the back, really can give you lots of different ideas. So let me show you a few. You're the coolest chick ever. Got the little bouquet of flowers here. Then here, have an excellent day. And this one's got the little paintbrush and palette. This is from our Impossible Fold die. And that is on your price sheet. It's one of our new dies. You guys may have done this kind of by hand. You can kind of create this die or this shape that makes it pop up. But our die gives you all the bonus dies that give you all these fun layers and stuff. So that's a great selling point to your customers because they get so many things with that. Oh, and then here's another one. I love this one. That stamp set also has the little chicken wire on it, which I think is cute. Feeling a little cooped up for that. So this coordinates really great with this new line, but it also, these are actually from our Feeling Groovy line of papers. And I think it works really well with this collection of, you know, this kind of line too, our spring line. So don't forget, we still have our Feeling Groovy collection because it's been so popular. We did a reprint on that. Okay, and we saw this. All right, and we saw this. There we go. All right, this set I think is fun. So this is inspired by this whole collection. So it's taking the border. It's bigger than our border on our paper. So here's our paper one. This is a little bit bigger and taller. So this is going to be great on an A2 size card. But the way I designed the edges, you can stamp this twice and actually stamp it in a row along the bottom of a scrapbook page or for a slimline card. I included in your kit the base. Where is those other cards? I think I did them. Where did I put those? Which ones? The ones the two random ones that they got. Oh. Where did we put those? Oh, did I already show them that? Okay, yeah. These are the two. You guys got the piece of paper that was kind of this long piece that had these two on it. So that is from this stamp set, the Wildflower Garden set. And then our little girl, this is our spring, our Singing in the Rain set. So you guys can easily just add these to A2 size bases and have 2 more samples to show your customers. So again, that's this. And I just couldn't narrow down the sentiments. So I made this a longer set. So this retails $17.50 instead of $16.50. And just gives you a lot more things to do with it. Another new one is just our Best Mom. I think these sentiments are going to go great with all these florals for Mother's Day or, you know, just a special woman in your life, you know, at any point, you know, just kind of a fun one. Here's your other Singing in the Rain, stamp and die. Again, great with this line and our new stencil. This is our Clouds and Raindrops stencil. So you've got a couple floating clouds that you can stencil around. The oval you can stencil in and do some mixed media, do some fun drops inside the oval. You've got your grass and your different shapes of the clouds on the outside. So it gives you a lot to play with on that. So, okay, here is the last 2 papers in the collection. We have Wildflowers in Bloom. I just love this one. This is one of my favorites. It's got a nice yellow on the back side. I've been talking so fast, we're just zipping through this so quickly. I know. And then Midnight Meadow, another really nice, it's a little bit bigger print. I don't have, you know, these don't have the stamps and dies that coordinate. It just works with this whole collection, but I don't have individual stamp and dies for this. And then a fun smaller print on the B side of that one. So that, I think we've zipped through all of this. Let's pull back and see if you guys have any questions about any of our papers, any of our samples. Again, my goal for you guys is to give you guys some inspiration. What can you do in your stores? Give you guys some samples right off the bat that you can teach in your stores. You know, again, some of you have mentioned you like the cluster idea. I'll tell you, I've been having a blast with the clusters. I did it at Christmas time too, creating these fun little elements.
Can you show that bunny one?
Oh yeah, here's the bunny one. This is one of our older bunnies. But again, you have your class that you just build these clusters, and then all of a sudden you can add them to a scrapbook page, or look, you know, add it to a card base, and all of a sudden you've got a card. So I really.
On the order form.
Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah. This is our other newest one that just came out. It came out right after we did our kits, but it is on the order form. This is Sugar Buzz. So this is a fun one. It's got the great, you know, it's got the ideas on the back, and it's got a set of dies as well. But I think you'll have a lot of fun with this. The papers that I use for this one, which I thought were really fun, are in our small 6x6 Artzy.
Everyday
Artsy prints. Yes. Thank you. My daughter. Thank you. So that 6x6 pack, I think it's going to be really nice for this time of year too. It's just not on your price sheet either.
Yeah.
And, but kind of a fun collection. Lots of things you can do with that. These are really fun to color. And
you did put the patriotic
one
on there too.
Yeah. So the other ones, let me just pull this out. So you guys have this. Snow Awesome came out in January. And because I didn't want it, you know, it's still snowy in January. So this is you'll be able to use for next year for Christmas too. I didn't want it to be just like a Christmas set. I wanted it literally, because you got winter birthdays, right? And, you know, so seems like everything that's snowy has to be Christmas, and then what do you do? So I really wanted to give you guys something different. Our patriotic sentiments, it came out last year, but kind of came out late. So I wanted you to go ahead and pull that in just so you guys could see that again for any, you know, your patriotic sets, not just 4th of July, but anytime, you know, that you're wanting to do something for the troops and that kind of stuff. So your special for the class is on, you're going to get, here, I'll just flip this around now. Okay. I really went through that really fast. I hope you guys were able to make those. I could probably slow that down a little bit, but I know you guys are all busy too. So if you spend $300, you get 10% off your order. Everything is in, so we will start shipping tomorrow. And so as the orders come in, the first in are the first out. And what else? Your discount goes until Friday. And
there's a whole bunch of other stuff on the website too.
Yes.
There's spring stuff.
Do not stop here. You don't have to stop here. The order form, you can fill this order form out and email it to us, or many of you have, you know, gone to the website and you have your own login code. So that's also a really good, quick way to do it, is if you just go online and order it from there. If you have a wholesale account, those wholesale prices should pop up. You should not have to enter your credit card. So if you're looking at it and the prices look like full price and it's asking for your credit card, you're probably not in your wholesale login. So you might want to go back out and log back in, or give me a call. If you've not done the wholesale part yet, you know, reach out to me, or actually on the website, you can just say, create a login or a wholesale account, and we'll get you up and going with that as well. And what else? Can you think of anything else?
No. If they place an order, you can get some of the colored copies. Like you can email PDF to them so that they can duplicate in classes and things like that. So whatever if they like the any of it.
If this is something that, if you're going to want to, duplicate this class or something, if you're going to place an order for those items, definitely, I'd love to help you out. And if you want those images, the colored images, or if you want the black and white, because I know some of you want to teach the coloring in your class, but you don't necessarily want to buy a stamp set to stamp to waste. And you're, again, if you're going to place an order for your class anyway, then we'll help you out with some prints that you can print off so you're not wasting a stamp set or something like that. Anyway, I'll work with you because I want you guys to have successful classes and stuff like that. And let me know. I'm glad you guys like the papers. We'll keep this video up so you can, if I did talk too quick and you didn't get through the cards, you'll have plenty of time to go back and look at it again. And I think that's it. So if there's not any other questions from you guys, I hope you guys have a great week. Give me a call. You can call me directly if you have questions when you're putting your orders together. And I think that's it. So you guys have a great week, and I dare you to be artsy. Bye.